Hi students, welcome to another video of Smartly Learn. In this video, let's find the solution for the 10th question in exercise 9.1. A bag contains 12 bulbs of which 3 are defective. A sample of 3 bulbs is selected from the box. Let X denote the number of defective bulbs in the sample. Find the probability distribution of X. See, out of 12 bulbs, we are actually having 3 defective bulbs and we are also picking 3 bulbs on the total from the bag. So what are all the possible values here X can denote? So there can be no defective, which means X will be equal to 0. There can be 1 defective out of the 3 we picked up, or there can be 2 defective out of the 3, or all the 3 that we picked up could be defective. So X can take possible values of 0, 1, 2 and 3. So first let's compute what is probability of X is equal to 0. Then we can compute what is probability of X is equal to 1. We can compute probability of X is equal to 2, and we can also compute what is probability of X is equal to 3. So now let's compute what is the total probability. See, there are 12 bulbs of which we are picking up 3 bulbs. So that means the total outcome in all the cases will be equal to 12C3. So I'm marking only the total outcomes in all the 4 cases. So this will be equal to 12C3. Now let's find out what is the favorable outcome in each case. See, when X is equal to 0, which means we picked up no defective bulbs. Remember, out of the 12 bulbs, 3 are defective, which means defective count is 3, non-defective bulbs will be 9, taking up the total to 12 bulbs. So now what we have done, if X is equal to 0 means there is no defective bulbs, which means we have picked all the bulbs from this non-defective set. So the favorable outcome is going to be equal to 9C3. Now let's look at the case when X is equal to 1, which means we picked up 1 from here and 2 from here. So this means this will be equal to 3C1 into 9C2, because we picked the 2 from the non-defective batch and 1 from the defective case. Now let's take X is equal to 2. So we picked up 2 from the defective batch and 1 from the non-defective set. So this is going to be equal to 3C2 into 9C1. Finally, we picked all the defectives from here and no non-defectives. So this means 3C3. Now let's work on simplifying these values. So first let's compute 12C3. 12C3 is going to be equal to 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 factorial divided by 9 factorial into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is going to be 3 factorial. So I've just written it like this. 9 factorial and 9 factorial will vanish. This is going to be 3 into, this is going to be 4 times, and this is 1 times and 2 times. So this is going to be 220. So the favorable outcome in each case is a total outcome in each case is going to be equal to 220. So let's mark out this total outcome. So in each case the total outcome is going to be equal to 220. Now let's work on the favorable outcomes. So 9C3. So let's compute 9C3. So 9C3 is going to be 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 3 factorial, which I'm writing as 3 into 2. 6 factorial and 6 factorial will vanish. This is going to be equal to 3 times. This is going to be equal to 4 times. So 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 7 is 84. So the favorable outcome here is going to be equal to 84. We will check this out later. If needed simplification, that will be taken care later. Now let's move on to the second case. So this is going to be 3C1, which is going to be equal to 3. Why? Because NC1 will be always equal to N. So in this case 3C1 is 3. Now let's work on computing 9C2. So this is going to be 9 into 8 into 7 factorial divided by 7 factorial into, this is going to be equal to 2. So this is 7 factorial and factorial will get cancelled. So this is going to be 36. So 9 into 4 is 36. 36 into 3. So this is going to be equal to 108. So this will be the favorable outcome for X is equal to 1. Now let's compute what is 3C2. So 3C2 is nothing but 3 into, this is going to be 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 1. So this answer is going to be equal to 3. And we know that 9C1 is going to be equal to 9. Why? Because NC1 is equal to N. So this is going to be equal to 27 divided by 220. Now for the last one, 3C3 will be nothing but NCN will be equal to 1. So in this case it is 1. So now this is asked as a probability distribution. So let's mark it in a table. So in this table, we can say x is going to be equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be the probabilities of these values. So x is equal to 0, the probability is 84 by 220. Then for x is equal to 1, it is 108 by 220. For x is equal to 2, it is 27 by 220. And finally, for x is equal to 3, it is 1 divided by 220. You remember, you don't need to simplify. You can also check 84 plus 108 plus 27 plus 1 is actually 220, because sum of all probability distribution should be equal to 1. After this, if you want, you can simplify, but you first check it before you write it in the simplest form. In the next video, we will find the solution for the 11th question in this exercise. See you in the next video. Bye.